Two women, two crowns, but only one kingdom. One built her empire on silence, grace, and thousand-yard stares that say more than entire interviews. The other built hers on microphones, manifestos, and My Truth specials. Welcome back to the Unroyals, the only corner of the internet where crowns are polished with truth and egos are left at the palace gates. Today, we're not talking about a feud. We're talking about a masterclass in contrast, a silent chess match between two women, one who speaks in interviews and one who speaks in actions, one who sells her story and one who is the story. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle of image versus integrity, Kate Middleton versus Meghan Markle. Let's set the stage. On one side, Meghan, the Duchess of California, with a camera crew, a podcast, and a publicist for every mood. On the other, Kate, the Princess of Wales, who walks into a room and suddenly everyone remembers what grace actually looks like. Meghan plays the media like a fiddle. Kate plays time like a symphony. When Meghan arrived, she was the Hollywood hurricane, bright, loud, and ready to modernize the monarchy. She had plans to revolutionize, to lead, to rebrand the royal family with hashtags and heartwarming speeches. But here's the thing about revolutions. The loudest one in the room rarely wins. While Meghan was launching projects and Netflix specials, Kate was launching something far more dangerous: respect. Kate understood what Meghan never grasped, that the monarchy doesn't run on PR, it runs on poise. It's not about shouting your truth, it's about embodying it. Meghan wanted to be admired. Kate chose to be consistent. And in that consistency, in that quiet, unwavering, almost boring reliability, she built an empire of trust. The world watched as Meghan's every word became a headline, every complaint, every comparison, every truth spun into a soap opera. Meanwhile, Kate smiled, waved, and carried on. To some, that looked like passivity. But to anyone who's ever played the long game, it was power. Because silence, my friends, is the loudest sound in the royal playbook. It's the sound that echoes when the noise burns itself out. Kate doesn't need to clap back. She lets reality do the clapping. While Meghan's PR team drafts statements, Kate's photographs become statements on their own. Steady, natural, regal. Let's talk strategy. Meghan talks authenticity, but everything feels rehearsed. Kate says nothing, but everything feels real. Meghan sells relatability, the just like us narrative. Kate doesn't try to be relatable. She earns respect. Because royalty isn't about pretending to be ordinary. It's about reminding the world that dignity still exists. And it drives Meghan mad. While Kate is busy supporting early childhood programs and visiting hospitals with unflinching warmth, Meghan is booking another PR makeover, another rebrand, another reinvention, another, this time the world will see the real me. But the world already did, and it didn't buy the act. The truth is, Meghan's PR machine has been running on fumes. The overexposure, the endless interviews, the documentaries, the victim narrative, it's all been too much, too often, too desperate. Meanwhile, Kate's brand runs on minimalism. No scandals, no sound bites, no self-pity, just quiet confidence, discipline, and work that speaks louder than words. She doesn't have to prove she's royal. She is royal. Every gesture, every glance, every outfit screams what Meghan keeps trying to say: I belong here. Let's not pretend Kate hasn't faced her share of storms. She's been mocked, underestimated, scrutinized, and picked apart by tabloids, long before Meghan even appeared on the royal radar. But instead of clapping back, she clapped forward. Kate weaponized patience, while Meghan weaponized publicity, and the results speak for themselves. When Kate walks into a room, the air settles. When Meghan walks into a room, the air performs. Kate's calm is not weakness. It's the kind of quiet that comes from knowing exactly who you are. Meghan's noise, on the other hand, feels like the sound of someone still trying to convince herself. Here's the irony. Meghan once said that silence is complicity. But in the palace, silence is strategy. It's composure. It's control. Kate's silence wasn't compliance. It was confidence. The confidence of someone who doesn't need to explain her worth to anyone, least of all to the court of public opinion. Every time Meghan talks, Kate's silence grows louder. Every time Meghan rebrands, Kate reaffirms. And every time Meghan tries to win the narrative, Kate quietly wins the people. Let's talk legacy. In 20 years, people will look back at this royal chapter and see it for what it truly was. Not a feud, but a lesson. A lesson in what lasts. The PR machine burns hot and fast. It needs constant feeding. But the palace, it endures. It doesn't chase relevance, it creates it. Kate Middleton understood that. She didn't fight Meghan's drama. She outlasted it. No exposé, no clapback, no revenge interview, just steady grace, the same smile, and the quiet understanding that time is the greatest fact-checker of all. So while Meghan's empire was built on trending moments, Kate's was built on timeless moments. One chased headlines, the other became history. And here's the final twist. Meghan thought she was playing a media game, but Kate was playing an institutional one. She didn't need to beat Meghan at PR. She just had to wait until Meghan's PR defeated itself. Kate didn't just win, she never competed. She simply stayed true. And that's the kind of victory you can't spin. Because in the end, the most powerful woman in the room is the one who doesn't need to prove it. The one who lets her silence thunder. The one who understands that crowns aren't won, they're earned. And that, my friends, is how Kate Middleton, with her quiet strength and eternal composure, didn't just survive the Meghan era, she defined it, without saying a word.